Hello, it is Flesson19, and welcome to the 1.5 main beta branch update for Friday, August 28th. There have been a lot of things that have happened since last week. We have a grand total of 4 hot fixes since 1.5 was launched, including the 1.5.1 release. It was a pretty big release. If you would like to see the full version of it, or maybe just the bullet points explained to you, I highly suggest you check out ItalianSpartacus, who does an absolutely amazing job at actually doing these. He can either give you a quick explanation, or he will actually get into very big detail and show you examples in the game. I will leave a link to his channel down in the description below. And crashes. We'll start off with the very generalized what's going on. There are people that are reporting all kinds of different crashes and bugs that are happening. However, I feel like a lot of those are very sporadic. They don't seem to go through to everybody. Like, maybe they're conflicting with a modding tool or the mods themselves. I am now 600 days into my playthrough, and I have not had one crash. And I've been at war. I've done sieges, I've done big battles, and I haven't had it happen. There's still a little bit of ghosting going on. They're supposed to be mainly fixed. I personally have not experienced it. However, it does seem to be a little more sporadic than normal. So that would lead me to tell you that there's a possibility of it happening. The other issue was when you would join an existing army. Only join an existing army would this happen. You could lose the battle and lose all your troops, even though you did win the battle. I personally have not had this happen. I've done it in sieges. I have personally not had it happen. Could it still happen? Yeah, it could. And if it does happen to me, I will definitely let you know. The edge of the battle zone line is still missing. They do not have that little red bar there to let you know it's the edge. So you can all of a sudden be running and boom, you run out of the area. And if you're not paying attention quick enough and you're running fast in the opposite direction, you could leave the battle and not be able to turn back in 10 seconds. So that is one pretty big concern that you have. The militia are also sometimes not spawning with any weapons. They just have shields. Now, I believe the person that said it was Sturgeon militia. However, I feel like there might be a little more to that, although I'm not 100% certain. A problem that I've been experiencing because I've been paying attention to it is when you get into sieges, they're getting stuck on the ladders, kind of like how it used to be in Warband. And I noticed that a guy was just sitting there and he was just blocking everybody. So I actually had to kill him to get it moving because we were starting to lose some troops because they were all just hanging behind him. There was probably 35 guys sitting there hanging behind him. So you really need to be careful when doing sieges about ladders, towers. They did run through and finish off all the riding perks. So every riding perk is done. They made sure that they added everything so it is completely 100% done. They also did add some throwing perks. Now, they only stated 6. So I am not 100% certain which of the throwing perks are working and which ones aren't. They do have a page to check that out. I think it's Bannerlord perks. Just do a search for that and it'll pull it right up. It's not 100% accurate all the time, although they do a pretty good job of getting that up there. The last thing I wanted to mention was the 1.5.1 update. They of course did a lot of things. It looked like almost a big a main beta branch huge update. They did a lot. But the one thing that I wanted to touch on was something that Mexico did. Mexico went in and spent an excessive amount of time trying to balance the diplomacy to get things more stable. And I will show you 600 days in. As you can see, here's Sturgia. 600 days. They've lost 2 of their cities. They still have 4. Kuzites are doing okay. Landia's doing alright. Britannia's holding their own. Aserai are doing good. The Empire is the only thing that really got whacked. Southern has 1. Or Western has 1. Northern has 1. And of course, as you can see, the Southern Empire is taking a lot of it. So as you can see, this is 600 days in. This looks pretty good for 600 days. What it's going to look like in 1,000, we don't know. Mexico said this is in progress. It is a work in progress. He's working very hard to try to get things more evenly balanced. So if you load up a game, you really don't know who's going to win. Where you know right now, Landia and the Kuzites, they do pretty damn good in a game. Really good. But for 600 days in, this is realistically all that they have. This is Britannia. They took this spot right here. That's not too bad for 600 days. So I wanted to give a shout out to Mexico. He's done an amazing job. In fact, he was even, I was watching ItalianSpartacus live stream, and he actually came into the channel. He said hi to us both. He stayed and answered questions from people in the live stream. He stayed for a good half hour. He did also subscribe to ItalianSpartacus and my channel, as I know he does look at my content. So he is watching to know if things need to be changed, because I am always looking out for that while I'm on the main beta branch. So I did want to give a shout out to Dev Mexico. He does do a lot of work, a lot of hard work. I also want to shout out Duh and Callum both. I know they do a lot of work as well. They are very involved with the community, and they deserve shout outs for as much attention as they put into it. Should you upgrade to 1.5.1 main beta branch? Shockingly, at just over a week into the game, I am 100% conflicted on what to say. On one hand, I feel they have come so far that I feel like 1.5.1 is literally close to going live. On the other hand, there are many people that are reporting major crashes, but they're crashes I have yet to see. They're crashes that I don't think ItalianSpartacus is seeing. So it leads me to believe it is something more to their game than the actual main game itself. I'm going to say no. But I am very much on the edge to really giving that endorsement. The amount of work that Tail World has put in having 4 hotfixes and a 1.5.1 main beta branch update, which also dealt with hotfixes, in just over a week's time is astounding. So I think for the moment, do it with caution. You could hit a problem. When in doubt, say no. But if you're a gambler and you're wondering, is it time to do it as a gambler, go ahead and do it. If not, give it just a little bit more time. We're really close. I hope this brought you some important information. I hope it helps you to make your decision. And most importantly, I hope you actually are able to do it and experience the game, because it's come so far since 1.4.3. That is all for now. Until next week, take care, and thanks for watching.